Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back. We are, child. I'm knocking stuff over. We are going to get into another love reading for you guys to see what the messages are. I hope you're doing well, you guys. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Don't bring anything into your life, please, that does not belong, okay? Because you do not need that stress, honey. All right. If y'all want to book a personal reading, click the link in the description box below. I don't want to roll over your tail, goofball. Are you a loaf? Cosmo's sitting under the table. What is the message, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration? Okay, so you guys can only make the best decision that you can make with the information that you have. Just know that. All right? You can only do the best that you can with the information that you have. So some of you may be finding out that you made the wrong decision or you made a bad decision. At least that's what it's going to look like. But actually, you're on track or you ended up doing the right thing. It's going to turn out to where you did the right thing or you did the best that you could do. And even if you made a decision that was a little bit challenging or where hindsight appears to be 2020, you have to remember that when you were in the situation, you didn't have that hindsight. Now you do, and now you may know, but you can't beat yourself up for situations where you did the best that you could with what you had, you know? And I think that's kind of like what you need to remember. Let's see. What's the message for the collective when it comes to love, spirit? Love, relationships. Single man, okay? We just gonna keep going. What's the message? 2 more cards. Oh, thank you. Image and reputation. Oh, where them fans at? Somebody need to fan themselves down, child. Give me 1 time. Give me 2 times. Ooh, false identity. So yeah, somebody's image and reputation, false identity. Someone is not who they appear to be. Someone is creating this false identity. Gift. Okay. This could be a scammer online for some of you guys. Just be aware. Because they be out there. They be out there. Them scammers be out there scamming. They be out there scamming, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to get another deck. Some of y'all need to be careful because there's somebody who's got a false identity going on around here. And their image and reputation is not who they really are. This is a single man. And it's got something to do with bumping uglies. Y'all, I don't want to say what I want to say. I don't want to say. Lord, see, I don't read for celebrities. I don't unless they be watching it, I don't know. But I'm not the type of person to do readings on celebrities and just do it randomly because they didn't ask my permission. But sometimes certain situations that come up in the cards make me think about situations that are going on in, the media and things like that. So if you know, you know. But I feel like it's not about that person. I feel like it's more so an energy that's kind of going on in the collective. There's a lot of people who are portraying themselves one way, but behind closed doors, they're another way. What else for the collective? Oh, wow. Look at that. Ooh, excuse me. People be like, oh, I wish you would stop sniffling and snorting, coughing and stuff. I was sick. I'm a human. And I burp in the reading. So if you don't like that, it's all right, boo. You can click off. Ego, values, habits, and unworthy. Ooh. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Somebody definitely got an ego. Look at how the man looking down at her like that. Values, we have too many differences. Habits, I don't know if we will ever change. Ooh, I feel like that's what I'm saying though. I feel like this is talking about a collective energy that multiple people are dealing with, because there's a lot of folks who are not living in their truth. Okay. Unworthy says you're a better person than I am. Probably so. It's a lot of people who are having, like, I wanted to say midlife crises, but it feels deeper than that. It just feels like a lot of people who are living in turmoil because they're not being true and authentic to who they really are. And they're putting up these false identities to keep up some type of image or reputation, when in reality, they feel really insecure. Like on the inside. Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. And secrets, I haven't told you everything. Ooh. So some of y'all could be dealing with a person who is going to bring you some type of gift, but it's because they have to come clean about what they've been doing or how they've been living or who it is that they really are. Because that awakening card was the first card that kind of flipped out, but it was in reverse. So I kind of don't feel like you know everything. I feel like, ooh, child, I feel like this is a situation where you don't have all the details or you don't have all the information about a situation. I'm going to just do 3 cards. We're not going to do the individual piles this time. Let's just do 3 cards, Spirit, to just show what the message is and what's going on. Because I feel like someone, it could be a situation with money. It could be someone trying to look like they live a certain lifestyle or have a certain, lifestyle. Someone's image, their reputation is clouded by their bad habits. And it could be related to bumping uglies, okay? I almost said choking the chicken. No. Okay. But someone is tired of chasing a lifestyle or chasing an image that's kind of like draining and exhausting, or it's not really true to who it is that they really are. I feel like someone's habits are the secrets that are going to come out. I feel like someone does not feel worthy of you because of their habits. But they have this big ego, or they have this ego to where it's like they don't want to admit to this, but I feel like they don't have a choice but to admit to this. And like I said, this sounds like some people, but what I want you guys to know is that whatever happens on a larger scale is also happening on a smaller scale. Everything is co-mingling when it comes to the collective energy. So whatever you see in the public eye or whatever you see on social media and things like that with people who may be in prominent positions, yes, it could explain stuff that's going on. But if it's coming out on that level, just know, because of the way the universe works, it's going to be coming out on smaller scales in each of your lives individually at some point or another, just like it is with those people. So just keep that in mind. Somebody feels like they didn't deserve to have intercourse with you or to be intimate with you, or they don't deserve to do that. Like you're on a different level than them. You may feel like that about somebody as well. So what's the message for the collective when it comes to this reading? 6 of Swords. What's the message? Ooh, 6 of Swords, the Devil, and the Chariot. I almost wanted to say ew with the Devil. Yeah, this seems like it's a situation where somebody is going towards something that is a temptation, or they're going towards something that they're kind of like attracted to, but they know it's not the right decision. Falling into temptation. Excuse you, I know you need to calm down. Temperance and the Page of Cups. Hey, relax. Yeah, I did it because you need to relax. Yeah, somebody's trying to move on from some type of temptation. I feel like this is the, kind of, I don't know if y'all know this story or heard about this, but I used to watch iCarly, Drake and Josh and all that type of stuff, like as a teenager. But it was really like the reruns. Some of y'all might get a refund back, but I know there was a lot of controversy about Drake and Josh, like recently because of that Quiet on Set documentary. But a lot of what Josh was talking about, like as a teenager growing up and filming that show, he was talking about how, like, he was drawn towards certain negative lifestyles because he felt overweight for so long and he felt like he was missing out on things that regular kids do. So it's like he tried to overcompensate and got like, addicted to drugs or, got into some bad behavior that really kind of messed up his life. And with the Page of Cups and that Temperance card, just then, it kind of feels like somebody was drawn into something tempting, or they were attracted to something tempting when they were young. And so therefore it kind of imprinted on them, or that entity, or what, because it'd be entities. Okay. y'all already know it, you got to pick up what I'm throwing down. It'd be entities. It'd be spirits. It's energies of things that imprint on you, and they create those traumatic situations or experiences, memories, and things like that. And then you take it into your adulthood. If you saw your parents smoking and drinking, you're more than likely to be a smoker, a drinker, or possibly an alcoholic. If you saw your parent either being abused or administering some type of abuse, you're more than likely to mimic and repeat those types of behaviors. If you grew up in a positive household and you had balance within your family structure, you're more likely to duplicate that as you become an adult. So with that Page of Cups, it definitely feels like when somebody was young, they were kind of like exposed to something that created a set of values or a set of beliefs within them that made them feel like they have to present a certain way, look a certain way, do a certain thing, act a certain way. And it kind of feels like whoever this person is now, they're trying to move forward rather quickly from those behaviors or get that under control. What's the Six of Swords? Okay, the Hermit and the King of Swords. Virgo energy, possibly Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it feels like Virgo with this Hermit card. So within someone's quiet time and their private space, when they're in that Hermit energy, possibly when they're in their room or at home alone, they're thinking about what they've learned, or they're trying to do things to move forward. They're trying to learn how to move on. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's realizing the value of like being on their own, being independent, possibly. Also learning when it's the right time to kind of like move forward with something or take action. Somebody's learning the value of the opportunities that they have in their life, or they've taken time to reflect upon this. What's the devil? Okay, been my card. The Empress. Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles again. What's the devil? One more card. The Emperor. Oh! What? I don't know if this is like a lifestyle that's really tempting, but that's kind of how it feels. The Emperor and the Empress, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And the Empress had the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This is kind of like, I don't know what this is, y'all. Let me see. I know what it is, but it's like something going on. And I think this has to do with like the secrets. What's the Chariot? Queen of Swords. Oh, so not only do we have the Emperor and the Empress, but we also have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The King, Magician, and the Six of Wands. What's the Chariot? One more card. Oh my God. The Knight of Swords just had to come out extra. Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords. Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Swords knows that something is going to be successful. Now, this could be you. The Queen of... Oh, I'm sorry, Stanky. The Queen of Swords knows that something is going to work out or be successful. Let's see. What's the Knight of... Ooh, wrong one. This feels like a family. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. Emperor and Empress. Some of you could have grandparents who are trying to bribe your kids. With gifts. Somebody's being bribed here with some type of like tempting gifts or tempting behavior. And it feels like you need to know that someone is not worthy of like being in your energy. Someone is not worthy of like having your body or being around you because there's some type of secret that you don't know about them or about their parents or something like that. It feels like a generational like trauma, because I was talking about families and stuff, and nothing is a coincidence in these readings. What is the King of Swords? The World. What's the World with the King of Swords? Temperance. Something was meant to end. Seven of Wands. Eight of Swords. What's the Hermit card? Six of Wands. Strength and the Four of Wands. What's the Six of Wands? Five of Swords. Mm-hmm. Okay. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Okay. What's the Knight of Swords? Two of Cups. Yeah, it feels like that's a conversation over there. There's definitely some type of sabotage. Someone's success was sabotaged. And because of that, it forced a person to go into like this hermit mode, go into hiding, possibly recluse themselves or recuse themselves. I don't know. But it forced a person to like retreat or close off because there was some type of plot with this Five of Swords and Six of Wands to sabotage a person's success, which resulted in the whoever was being sabotaged kind of going into hiding. Now, this could also be a situation where someone tried to sabotage someone's success and they were discovered, or it backfired, and now it's forced them to go into hiding. There's also a situation here where that aggression, whatever that attack was or that aggression was that I feel like came from this Five of Swords, it ended it ended up being balanced out, or it ended up being resolved to where the cycle completed. And this King of Swords knows that. Like somebody may have to walk away kind of like with their tail tucked between their legs, because there definitely could have been some type of fear of being caught or fear of being discovered when it comes to what was going on. This Knight of Swords definitely wants to communicate. What's the Two of Cups? Thank you. Seven of Cups. Wow. That's 9 cups. I don't know if this Knight of Swords is trying to confuse you, or they're confused and they don't know what to say. Five of Cups, King of Cups. I feel like somebody told their child to lie about something. What's the Nine of Cups? Or they told their grandchild. They bribed a kid to lie about something. What's the Nine of Cups? The Star. Ooh. The Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel, okay, whatever this is that you want with the Nine of Cups, it has the potential to be very positive, lucrative. The Star, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, it reminds me of like a business or something, or an opportunity that has the potential to turn out really well, or has the potential to be really lucrative, or it could even be a person who has potential. What's the Star with the Nine of Cups? Wow, and the Tower came out. Two of Swords. Magician, Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody did something to try to destroy a long-term investment. It's like they did something behind the scenes to try to cause disruption. What's the Queen of Swords? Page of Swords. I just heard that song by J. Cole. She knows. I know she knows. She knows. She knows. I know she knows. I just heard that. Magician again and the Judgment. Ooh. Yeah, proof of some type of manipulation to destroy or cause disarray has been discovered. You were targeted, or somebody was targeted. Somebody with a lot of potential to become very wealthy or have some type of legacy created who is actually a star. They were targeted. And there was a lot that was done here to destroy someone's reputation. The manipulation is being discovered, though. I feel like somebody is being sent in with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. Somebody is actually being used to create confusion or to sow seeds of doubt. It's something about like confusing communication on purpose. And either someone is saying this and telling you what happened and like letting you know that this was a plan to cause this destruction, or that's what they did and now it's being discovered. What's the Page of Swords? Queen of Swords? Judgment. Waking up to the truth, finding the truth, discovering the truth, learning the truth. The Sun and the Eight of Swords. Somebody is afraid because somebody knows what's going on. What in the heck, though? What the heck? Yeah, Hangman and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like something is going to go down behind the scenes. What? What's the Emperor? Strength. All these major arcanas in the middle. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. What's the Strength card? Somebody could have been worried about money, worried about being out on the street. It feels like kind of like a constricted energy, feeling trapped, kind of like the walls closing in. Five of Pentacles again and the Knight of Pentacles. What's the Empress? Hold on. What's the Empress? Oh my God. The Moon reversed. Four of Pentacles and the Magician. Ooh. What's the Moon reverse with the Empress? Look at that. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. What the fuck? Six of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. I don't know. It kind of feels like there was a setup situation here. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it feels like there was a setup type of situation. And somebody was set up to either be boosted up unlawfully, and that's getting snatched away. Or someone was set up to feel like a failure when in reality they should have been put in the position of somebody whoever was being boosted up. There was definitely a sabotage or a targeted attack on someone's dreams, hopes, wishes, desires, all that type of stuff. There's definitely manipulation that's being revealed, and something was manipulated here to look a certain way when it was really another. And I feel like somebody was kind of like tricked or blackmailed or backed into a corner to force people into saying things or doing things that they wouldn't actually want to say or do. It feels like it's involving a married couple with the emperor and the empress, or a married couple that's now divorced or something. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Emperor, Empress. We saw the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. We saw the King of Wands. Now we have the Queen of Wands. It just feels like there's a duo, like two people who are involved here. And it feels like the grandparents could have been doing something to manipulate the grandkids. Okay? Like, if you have kids, you might have a situation where the grandparents on your other parent, on the co-parenting side, like your grandparent-in-laws, they were trying to manipulate your kids into doing something that, you know, was negative towards you, or, you know, something that would make the other parent look good if there was some type of custody issues. It just feels like there was some type of manipulation going on. Somebody may have even gotten cocky. There could have been a situation where someone was getting something and they got really cocky and they started to like talk too much, or something. Like, it kind of feels like somebody was targeted for like a destruction of their business or a destruction of their reputation, right? But because someone else was boosted up, it's kind of like there's two people. And because someone else was being boosted up, the other one was being targeted. They wanted the person who was being targeted and their reputation ruined to like fall. And they wanted to boost up this other person while whoever was being targeted fell. But this person who got boosted up got too arrogant or too cocky, or their ego got in the way. And it created this kind of like storm, it feels like. Which ultimately led to them being kind of like discovered as being fake, or them being discovered as having a reputation that was bolstered by false means. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, someone's success was sabotaged in an effort for them to like disappear. Not in like a, you know, I want to get you to swim with the fishes type of vibe. Just, they wanted somebody to fall off. They wanted somebody to fall off the map. And it feels like they did this in a very malicious way to sabotage somebody's success, you know, behind the scenes or underneath the surface. It feels like there was conversations going on about like, oh, you know, it's going to be quick and easy. We're just going to do this and do that, and it's going to be taken care of, and then they're going to be gone and you can rise up to the top. But then when it ended up happening, it's like, I don't know who somebody saw something, somebody heard something, whoever was involved got way too cocky. They started talking, and it just feels like there's a lot of people involved, first of all, and it also feels like someone thought they were bigger than what they actually are, or someone thought they were too above being caught, that they could just do whatever they want. And I feel like this Queen of Swords is over here calling out the truth. The King of Swords may know how something ended. They may know where somebody went. They may know where someone got sent. They may know where someone's going, or the actions that were taken. This could even be witness protection. I don't even know what this is, child. But it just feels like the King of Swords know how something ended. But that feels like a secret. But the Queen of Swords also knows how something ended. And the Queen of Swords is singing like a canary. And I also feel like if there's any confusion about what happened or how this tower happened, you kind of already know, but I feel like you also don't have all the details or all the information. Like whatever's being said or whatever communication or source is like providing information, it's like something about it is either false, phony, fake. There's holes in the story with the Seven of Cups. Like something about the Seven of Cups makes like it may be true, it may not be true. There needs to be some type of proof to expose somebody for whatever's going on. There could be unreliable witnesses. There's the King of Cups. There's the Queen of Cups. I didn't even realize that. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Emperor, Empress, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. I feel like somebody got paid to flip some shit around, or to expose something, or to hide something, or something like that. Somebody got paid. What's this King of Cups in this Strength card with the Emperor? King of Cups in the Strength card. Hangman. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. There could be a situation. Yeah, it just feels like, God damn. It feels like somebody had ample opportunity to like speak up or say something. What's the sexual intercourse card? Ten of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like somebody betrayed a person. If there was any bumping uglies going on, somebody who was bumping uglies betrayed the person they was bumping uglies with. Sound like Shannon Sharp, bitch. Let me shut up. Knight of... No, but I'm just saying, like, it's... Ooh. It could even be a couple that's together, that's plotting on other. Man, this sound like some old Shannon Sharp, Zeus Network. What's his name? Blake Lively. This sound like some old fuck shit. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what this is. Yeah, there's the offer, there's the betrayal, and there's the ending. The opportunity is closed. Whoever was offering something thought they were making a deal with somebody trustworthy or honest, and that person is definitely not. Somebody snitched. Somebody snitched. Oh, man. What's the Ten of Swords? I'm nosy now, bitch. Five of Wands. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. Whoever snitched or whoever went behind somebody's back, stabbed them in the back, they knew that this was going to cause some type of conflict. It was to get attention. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. But see, the thing about it, I think that whoever's doing the nefarious shit, they think that they're going to get away with it and like scot-free. They are not. I don't know what somebody's starting a raggedy ass car. Let me not talk because mine be sounding funny too. Death card again. They knew that something was going to create some type of conflict. But they wanted that. They wanted it to create conflict. What's this single man ego? Hierophant. Yes, somebody is a respected figure in the community, like a pastor, priest. I'm telling you, their reputation is that they can be trusted. But that secret, false identity, Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This could even be a teacher, somebody. What's the Hierophant? Child. Nine of Pentacles, Magician, and the Page of Cups. I'm going to put that back. What's the Hierophant? Ten of Cups. Death card. Somebody got too cocky. Somebody thought that they couldn't be, Four of Wands. Somebody thought that they couldn't be touched. This is a relationship. This is like a marriage or a relationship, family, children. Somebody's relationship changed with their family or their children or their community because they have an ego issue. Something about that ego. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people involved. I feel like somebody was purposefully like trying to trap someone. Like this King of Cups is watching the Hangman just hang there. It kind of feels like somebody was trying to like either convince this person not to do this, trying to hold them back, trying to calm them down, trying to make sure that they don't get into this type of situation. But it kind of feels like somebody fell into temptation. I also feel like it feels like this King of Cups is watching this Hangman just kind of hang there. Or I don't know if the King of Cups is the one who's the Hangman because it's Pisces energy. But I don't know if the King of Cups is the one who feels stuck up under this Emperor, or if the King of Cups is the Emperor watching someone else kind of be stuck and held back for control. But I feel like both the Emperor and the Empress is toxic. And something happened. Something happened to where the energy shifted, and the Queen of Cups, who was holding on to some secret information, something shifted to where this Queen of Cups decided to reveal this information. So, like, because of the fact that there's so many couples, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Emperor, Empress, the fact that there's so many, like, matching energies, it kind of feels like all the feminine energies are one person and all the masculine energies are one person. And this is like a family situation. It could also be like a community church group dynamic. Doesn't have to be church, but it feels like it could be a group dynamic or a dynamic where there's several people involved. But whoever started this like domino effect, they knew that it was going to cause some type of problems. And I feel like they did that on purpose. What's this false identity card? False identity. Eight of Cups. Page of Cups. Ooh, High Priestess. That's Pisces energy right there. All of it. Page of Cups, High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups. So either this person is the person with the false identity, or maybe somebody had to go into witness protection, or somebody's trying to create a false identity of someone. It's like because someone is hidden with that High Priestess energy, or because someone is a secret and people don't see them, they can create whatever narrative that they want, or they can create whatever identity that they want. Or because someone is hidden, that people don't know their identity or something like that. What's the Eight of Cups with the false identity? Seven of Wands. Yeah. It just feels like someone's being attacked and forced out. Like Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands. Or someone's worried about having to defend themselves. Excuse me. Stop. Someone's worried for sure about like being attacked or having to defend themselves in a situation. And that's like really stressful when it comes to their ability to be like creative, their ability to actually produce what they really want or create what they really want. So they feel like they have to hide or be secretive or like not really show themselves. But somebody has a gift. What is this gift? Oh my God, I knew it, bitch. That's what it is. I felt like it may not be like an actual physical gift. It could be like a spiritual gift. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. What's the High Priestess with this gift? Y'all, I know this reading probably long as fuck. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. That's crazy. Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? It's like somebody's quiet because they're getting isolated or they're getting attacked and pushed out. It's not that bad. That's crazy. What's the secrets? Because we in it now, bitch. Four of Swords. It's definitely something that somebody's not saying. What's the secrets? Oh! This reading is wild. Because I don't know. See? 3 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles again. Somebody was celebrating in secret. Somebody wasn't talking. What's the 4 of Swords? What's the 4 of Swords? Make it clear, Spirit. Thank you. 3 of Cups. Jesus. It was some type of celebration or a time was had. I literally heard a time was had. A time was had. And it like we can't talk about it, or Knight of Cups, 10 of Wands. Or like maybe somebody invited you somewhere to a party, a celebration or something, but you couldn't go because you were sleeping. You didn't answer the phone. You was tired. You know, you had a long day of work. Maybe you worked overtime. You couldn't go to the party. And there was some type of like possibly some type of scenario either with your friends or somebody you were dating. Third party situation could have possibly taken place. But you weren't there because you were either sleeping, tired, at work, missed a call. Yeah, so somebody could be telling you what's happening while you're not somewhere. Like, it literally feels like you guys are in a situation. I don't know, because this is a collective reading, so I don't know. But it honestly feels like I'm a spectator as I'm doing the reading. There's a lot going on, but I feel like I'm a spectator. So it kind of feels like you need to know that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and somebody may not be who they say they are. They may not appear the way that they actually are because they work really hard on curating a certain image or reputation. And there could also be a situation here where someone is not how they appear to be based on what other people are saying they are. Like, someone's image and reputation may look a certain way because other people are trying to run them out of town. Or somebody else is trying to eliminate them or exterminate them or get them out of the picture so that someone else can try to take their place. So I'm not sure who's the false identity, and I'm not sure if someone's trying to present a certain way that they're not, or if someone's trying to make someone else look like something that they're not. Because it could be the other way around. Like, this could be a situation where somebody's trying to make another person look good when they're actually bad, or they're trying to make a person look bad when they're actually good, or they're trying to make themselves look good when they're actually bad. And that's crazy. It could be all going on at the same time. Like, there could be somebody vouching for a person who's actually really fucked up, while simultaneously trying to make someone who's good or innocent look bad to try to boost that other person up. It's crazy. Can I just get one card ultimately for what the collective needs to know when it comes to these messages, this situation? One card for what the collective needs to know. Ooh, bitch. 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 Man, justice will be served, bitch. I can't even. Somebody's gonna have to answer for this. Somebody's gonna have to answer for manipulating somebody's job, their money, their finances, lying. Ooh. I don't know where y'all stand on that. You need to know everything's gonna turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. Ooh. And it's gonna be fair. It's gonna be fair for everybody involved. So this is the thing. I need y'all to keep your wits. Because one thing about it, sometimes you want to believe that everybody in the collective is on the right side of history, but sometimes we not. So however this shit play out, you need to understand that it was meant to play out that way, and you need to try to take whatever you can take from it and come out on top. So if you got to take a L, you got to take a L. But the way you handle that L is going to determine, the future, and what ends up happening. If you take a W, take the W, but understand, that it could have been you taking the L. You know what I mean? Like, try to be grateful. Whatever this is, it's a lot of shit. And it's a lot of people involved. Every sign damn near is out here. Pisces, Sag, maybe Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio again, Taurus, Libra, possibly Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, but Capricorn because it's in reverse, Virgo with the Hermit card. Then you got possibly Virgo, Taurus, or Libra with the Empress, Aries or Taurus with the Emperor, Pisces with the Hangman, Leo with the Strength card, Cancer again over here, Scorpio again right here, Aquarius right here, Scorpio again with the Tower, and then Gemini with the Magician. So all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And pretty much all the fire signs too. What the fuck? Let's try to get a zodiac. Y'all please like the video. Your girl works hard. I work. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Any clarification on people who are involved in this reading, Spirit? What are the signs of the people who are going to be most affected by this reading? Whether they're watching or not. What are the signs of the people who are going to be most affected? Leo? Shit. What are the signs of the people who are going to be most affected? Mars? So maybe like Scorpio or Aries? I don't know. One more card. What are the signs of the people most affected? Water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Leo. Possibly Aries. Okay, so Leo, strong Scorpio. Stuttering and shit, bitch. Possibly Aries, Cancer, and Pisces. Libra at the bottom. Wow, and Mercury. So Virgo or Gemini? Wow. That's crazy. Let me see if my cards can give any clarity. I don't know. There's definitely a blessing and an opportunity all wrapped up in one with this gift card, though. There's a blessing and an opportunity all wrapped up in one, and it's hidden. But I feel like somebody knew it was coming with this intuition card, but it's a secret. Or it's being kept secret. Yes, ma'am. There could definitely be a celebration that's being kept secret. Some of you guys are being told to keep something a secret when it comes down to how something is going to end up working out. Yeah, actions are being taken, I feel like, behind the scenes. Look at that. Y'all can read it. Actions are being taken behind the scenes to balance something out or work something out. What else does the collective need to know? Can you give us any further clarification on this situation? Feeling anxious. Yeah. I sincerely apologize. Caught slipping. Damn. Somebody is feeling bad because they and stressed out because they got caught in a lie. What else? Time to change. Yep, this is a sign. Think before you act. Wow, and before you know it, something is going to be worked out or is going to be rectified. Yeah, somebody's being, I don't want to say punished, because who the fuck am I? But it just feels like somebody is being given a spanking because they have to start thinking before they act, and it's time to change. Because before they know it, they'll be sorry or stressed out or feeling sorry for getting caught up in nonsense. One more card. Sorry, but no. Ooh. Yeah, so somebody's getting rejected or a door closed in their face, and it's stressing them out because it's like, I feel this energy of remorse coming from whoever is like at fault. But it's also a situation like, I kind of feel kind of like that Saturn energy coming in, like that fatherly parental energy kind of coming in, and like, well, you should have known better. Why did you do that? You knew that wasn't the right thing. Like, you felt it in your spirit that wasn't the right thing to do. Wow, lost cause. Divine counterparts. So there's a situation here where whatever's going on here, somebody might be a lost cause. But I don't think they really are, because I don't ever think anyone's a lost cause. However, I think someone has done so many things where they did not think before they acted. And they had to be kind of like sat down by God, source, universe, because they're acting like a lost cause. It doesn't guarantee that they're a lost cause, like, especially if this is you. It doesn't guarantee that you're a lost cause. It doesn't guarantee that that person is a lost cause. But they've been making so many decisions where they haven't been thinking before they act, and it's time for that to change. Because before you know it, you're going to feel sorry, but you're not going to change any actions, and you're going to be feeling anxious and stressed, but you're not going to change any actions. And it's like, it's going to be this repetitive cycle where you constantly get caught up in this bullshit. So I feel like there was with the divine counterparts card, it's saying something about this. I mean, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We got Judge. Bitch, get your lips together. We got the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and Judgment. And all these other major arcanas out here. Temperance. With this divine counterparts card, it's just basically saying that all the people who are involved, whoever this is involved with you or whatever the situation is, it was meant to happen like that. To show someone that if they continue down the path that they're on, they're always going to get caught up in these type of situations. And it's never going to work out the way that they think it's going to work out if they continue to go against their intuition. And I feel like somebody's being taught how to see their intuition as a gift, because they're tired already of chasing whatever they're chasing. It could be an image, it could be people, it could be a lifestyle. And it's like, I feel like spirit is trying to get somebody to see that living a lie is not going to bring them any type of satisfaction, but listening to their soul and hearing really what their inner being and their higher self is trying to tell them to make better decisions is what's going to lead them to the happiness or the life that they want. But with that Chariot card right there, they got to make a decision about which direction they're going to go in, or you do. But it's going to come from a door being closed in someone's face. And it's a door. I don't think it's a door that can't be opened again. Because y'all know I'm a believer of things that are meant for you are going to be for you regardless. But if you keep fucking something up, something that is meant for you may be lost to you because you don't wake up and see what you have. So, bitch, I don't know. Okay. That's what it feels like to me. Let me see. Yeah. Let me get some advice, child, because this was a lot. Y'all be sure to like the video. Y'all don't just come over here getting the tea and then don't like the video, because that's some ratchet ass shit. That's some weird ass shit. And it's not cool. But you know, people do it. Don't be one of them folks. What's the advice for the collective? Okay, so in your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and then for some of you, with this lost cause, you may feel because you've been turned away. Like, you could be the person here who's like being targeted. And you may feel like the doors keep closing in your face over and over and over and over again. And somebody may want you to feel like an imposter, even though something is actually meant for you. Because you're being targeted, people want you to feel like it's a lost cause and that you're getting the answer, sorry, but no. Like, oh, we don't want your products. We don't want your content. We don't want your application. We don't want your business. We don't want to partner with you. We don't want to sponsor you. Whatever the fuck it is. You may be the person who feels like something is a lost cause. But in reality, everything that's happening is like, it's happening like this for a reason. Because people are being shown through you, especially if you're the one. Now, don't be a self-centered, egotistical asshole. But people could definitely be being shown through you that it's time to change something. Or that, like, you could be a testimony as to why people don't need to treat folks in a real, like, hostile, nasty way. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know who you talking to. You could be talking to an angel with a gift, and you don't even know who you really fucking with like that. But you messing with somebody who has the backing of God behind them. Not saying that anyone is bigger than God. I don't believe that. But I do feel like God has deposited a piece of light within all of us that resemble the light that is the creator. So we all have the ability to be godly. We all have the ability to walk the path that is similar to a person who is close to God. And I think some of you guys have been really walking up. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to, preaching to, bitch. But I think some of y'all have been really walking a path that is really close to God. And you don't treat people badly. You're not perfect, but you try to show up for everyone in your life the way that you wish people would show up for you. You try to be there as much as you can for the people around you who love and support you. And these signs that I called, they don't have to be negative people. But some of them could be positive. Maybe some of them are negative. Maybe, it's a mixed bag. But it's like, it feels like somebody here has been made to feel like their fight is a lost cause. When in reality, every scenario and situation was here to transform something in not only in your life, but in the lives of everybody around the world, or in some major way, because people are supposed to see this. It had to be very clear as to how much you were shunned It had to be very clear as to how much you were thrown away. Everybody had to throw you in the trash, bitch. Sir, ma'am. And I don't say bitch disrespectfully. That's just a seasoning on the sentence for me. So at the end of the day, like, everybody had to throw you away. Everybody had to persecute you. Everybody had to laugh at you, spit on you, pull chairs out from under you, knock you around a little bit, call you crazy. Everybody, a lot of folks had to do that shit just so that when you get these blessings, it's completely clear. God, source, spirit, universe didn't want it to be no question in anybody's mind about why you're getting these blessings, why your life is changing. Because you are going to be one of the people, because I know a lot of y'all didn't watch this till the end. If you are here right now with me, baby, I want you to put a dove in the comments. Show me that you're here right now. Because it's only for a select few. Put a dove in the comments. It had to be, see, the abuse, the aggression, the tactics of control, they had to be so blatant because your blessing was going to be so blatant and obvious and bright. They're not going to be able to look away. So by you receiving whatever this is that you're about to receive, by you becoming this optimal version of yourself, I'm thinking of Transformers 1. When Optimus Prime turned into Optimus Prime, that's the image that just popped up in my mind. And when you're at this version, it's going to be so obvious to people where they fucked up. And it's not even in a malicious way. It's just like, that's just what's happening. If you bully somebody their whole life and then they grow up to be someone who's actually a good person and really making moves in the world, you're going to feel pretty shitty about yourself. That's what karma is. It's not you getting to see somebody fall in some mud because they rejected you and didn't want to take you on a date. It's those types of situations where in those quiet moments, when the people who thought that they were immune from whatever was going on have to realize, damn, I fucked up. And sometimes it might be you. So that's why you don't laugh at other people when it happens to them. But it just hit me when that advice card came out. And I'm like, okay, now that makes sense. Because now somebody is feeling apologetic and stressed. Because everything that they've been doing to keep you silent has turned out to backfire, or it's turned out to be the wrong side of history. They've turned out to be on the wrong side of history because they in your motherfucking comments talking shit to you. And now everybody gets to see how disrespectful it is. It's like that's what it feels like. It's now everybody gets to see how much abuse you done took. And the people who was doing it, they want to disappear. Not to say that we don't want anybody to harm anyone or cause harm to themselves, but that's just what it feels like. Live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. So they're telling you to be authentic because this is the part of your journey where your authenticity might be being ridiculed and chastised. But at the end of the day, that's what's going to lead you to this glowing transformation. Now, I know that you have been questioning yourself lately. wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more capable and more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. I'm telling you, that was deep right there. What time is it, bitch? I gotta go. It was just 11:11 because now it's 11:12. We finna go ahead and end it right there. But if y'all made it this far, put a dove in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. Because I know y'all, if you made it this far, you are not a weird ass bitch. And I appreciate you. Okay? So like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you want to book a personal, go ahead and do so. It's linked below. Get in the comments. I love you guys. Share whatever inspiration that you need to share with your people. Okay? And that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.